In a world where fame often divides, there are rare stories where it unites, stories that remind us that love, even under the spotlight, can thrive. This is the story of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, two stars, two worlds, one enduring love. Before their paths ever crossed, Nicole Mary Kidman was already a household name, born in Honolulu, raised in Sydney, and destined for greatness. Her talent shone early, from the shy girl in Bush Christmas to the fearless surgeon in Days of Thunder. By the 1990s, she was more than an actress, she was an icon, captivating audiences with performances in Moulin Rouge, The Others, and The Hours, which earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress in 2003. Across the Tasman, another star was rising. Keith Lionel Urban, born in Whangarei, New Zealand, and raised in Australia, found his calling in music. With a guitar in his hands and country roots in his soul, he carved his path from small clubs in Brisbane to the stages of Nashville. By the early 2000s, Keith had become one of country music's brightest voices, blending heartfelt lyrics with rock energy, and earning Grammy Awards for hits like You'll Think of Me and Stupid Boy. In 2005, fate orchestrated the perfect duet. At the Day USA Gala, a celebration of Australian talent in Los Angeles, Nicole and Keith met for the first time. She was 37, a celebrated actress with the world watching her every move. He was 38, a rising country star with charm and humility. Neither knew it that night, but the spark between them would change everything. I remember thinking, he didn't really talk to me much that night. I was like, maybe he's not interested. I thought she was way out of my league. So I just decided to take it slow, but I couldn't stop thinking about her. 6 months later, Keith called her. One phone call turned into long talks, late-night laughter, and love letters. By June 2006, beneath the stained-glass glow of St. Patrick's Estate in Sydney, they said I do. Their marriage began like a fairy tale, but even fairy tales face storms. Just months after their wedding, Keith entered rehab for alcohol addiction. Instead of walking away, Nicole stood by him, quietly, steadfastly, lovingly. It was a moment that defined not just their marriage, but their character. Together, they learned that love isn't just about the grand moments, it's about holding hands in the hard ones. They grew stronger, more grounded, and more grateful for each other. In 2008, their love story grew by 2 tiny feet. Their first daughter, Sunday Rose Kidman Urban, was born in Nashville, a symbol of new beginnings. 3 years later, they welcomed Faith Margaret through a surrogate mother, completing their family. Nicole often says her daughters are her greatest joy, and Keith calls them his reason for every song. In interviews, Keith shares that family isn't something he balances with fame, it's what keeps him balanced. When he's not touring the world, he's home, cooking breakfast, walking the girls to school, or just playing guitar on the porch. Over the years, their careers have continued to soar, but never at the cost of their connection. Nicole's performances in Lion, Big Little Lies, and Being the Ricardos proved her timeless artistry, earning more awards and acclaim. Keith, meanwhile, became a global country superstar, hosting American Idol, releasing chart-topping albums, and selling out arenas around the world. They celebrate each other's victories as their own. At every red carpet, every music award, their affection is genuine, hand in hand, whispering, laughing, grounded in something real. Behind the glamour, they're simply husband and wife, 2 artists who never stopped being each other's biggest fans. Nicole, archival quote, "We're very protective of our little world. We don't let anything break it. Love requires a lot of commitment and tenderness." Keith, archival quote, "I don't take any of it for granted. She saved my life, in every way that matters." In a culture obsessed with fleeting romances, Nicole and Keith have built something rare, a partnership rooted in respect, humor, forgiveness, and shared values. They balance each other, her grace and introspection, his warmth and energy. Together, they've shown that fame doesn't have to fracture love, it can, in fact, deepen it. Nearly 2 decades into their marriage, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban continue to inspire, not just through their art, but through their example. They remind the world that even amid the spotlight, family comes first. Whether it's Nicole filming in faraway places or Keith touring across continents, they always return home to each other, to their daughters, their laughter, and their love. In their story, we see more than celebrity. We see partnership. We see faith. We see two souls who met halfway across the world and never stopped walking side by side. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, a marriage made not of perfection, but of persistence. Two stars who found harmony, not just in music or film, but in love itself. And perhaps that's their greatest achievement of all. Love is not about finding the right person. It's about being the right partner. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban.